Marasigan. Marasigan.
Marasigan.
Okay. Andal.
Present po.
De la Peña. De la Peña. Manzano.
Present po.
Parado.
Present po.
Higalat.
Present po.
Sarasonas.
Present po.
Medina.
Present po.
So, sino yung hindi natawag? Okay, si Lasig. Okay. Ikaw, Marasigan.
Wala pa din po.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Yes. Wala pa din si De La Peña. Gonzales Charlene. Manalo Cedric. Valdez Allen May. Nandito na ba? Wala pa din. Sino ang nag-disconnect? Si Valdez. Okay, so pakaano na lang pag nakabalik siya. Mag-attendance pa din naman tayo after the class. Okay, so last meeting, Monday, we have discussed yung ating instantaneous center of rotation. So today, we're going to discuss naman paano natin gagamitin yung ating concepts ng instantaneous center sa pagsosolve ng ating velocity. So our topic will be velocity analysis using our first method, which is the instantaneous center of rotation method. Okay, so wait lang, I will just present the presentation. Okay, so we have for chapter 5, this is already our chapter 5 velocity analysis method. So velocity, so we have already defined this in the past discussion. But this time we are going to analyze what is the velocity muna. So velocity is defined as the rate of change of displacement of a point with respect to time. So it is the vector quantity, so meaning it has the magnitude and direction. In velocity analysis, understanding velocity in machine elements is crucial for the design, analysis, and optimization of mechanism. So velocity analysis helps engineers to predict the motion of different parts of a machine, ensuring it functions smoothly and efficiently. So why this knowledge is essential? So bakit natin kailangan gawin yung ating velocity analysis? So first, for determining the speed and direction of motion of a machine component, analyzing the performance of efficiency of mechanisms, identifying and resolving potential issues such as excessive wear and undesirable motion, and designing mechanism that meet specific motion requirements. Okay, so in velocity analysis, like lang din sa ating position analysis or yung ating displacement analysis, we are using different skills. So in the graphical solution of problems, it is necessary to draw the machine in full scale to a smaller scale or to a larger scale. So since alam naman natin na uh, malalaki yung ating mga mechanism, so we are uh, using the smaller scale. So in velocity analysis, scale refers to the relationship between the actual physical dimension or velocity of a mechanism and their representation in graphical form. Okay, so pag nakita pala kayo ng skills, may tatlo tayong symbol na kailangang alamin. So if we are talking about space scale, or that is the yung magnitude, yung minemeasure natin na magnitude, or when we are talking about displacement, we are using K sub S. Kapag ka naman K sub V yung nakita nyo, that is a velocity scale. Pag K sub A, that is an acceleration scale. So ito naman ay sa mga susunod pa nating method i-discuss. Okay, so we have formulas na kailangan tandaan when we are solving for our velocity. So dito, we have yung ating angular to equivalent linear velocity. So if you are going to convert our angular velocity, so this is the symbol for our angular velocity, we have omega. If we are going to convert this angular velocity, we are going to multiply it by our radius, or at this in the case ng ating mga machine elements, that is our length ng ating link na involved. So makukuha natin doon yung ating tangential velocity. Okay, so ito namang ating omega, or our angular velocity. Makukuha naman natin siya kasi 'di ba sa mga problem ang ginigiven sa atin is what is the speed, or n. So it is in RPM. So para ma-convert natin yung ating n sa ating para maging angular velocity siya, we are going to multiply the speed in RPM to 2 pi. Tapos ang makukuha natin dyan ay rad per seconds. So kung meron na tayong rad per seconds, if this is rad per second, multiply by radius. So radius, usually ang ginagamit natin is meter. So ang unit ng ating velocity is meter per second or inch per second. So mga ganyan yung mga masasolve natin. Okay, so kindly take note of these two formula kasi ito yung madalas natin gagamitin when it comes to velocity analysis. Okay, so for those na hahabol ng attendance, mamaya na lang since mag-attendance din naman tayo after the class. Okay, so did you take note of the formulas? Okay na, so gagamitin natin yan mamaya sa ating mga sample problem. Okay, so can we proceed? We have the different methods in solving the velocity, or this is the velocity analysis method. So for today, we're going to focus on the instantaneous axis of velocity method. Okay, so ano ba yung ating instantaneous axis of velocity method. So we are going to use the concept of the instantaneous center of rotation. So i-combine natin yung ating natutunan with the concepts of instantaneous center para makuha natin yung velocity ah, ng ating mechanism. Okay, so mas madali natin siyang maintindihan if we put it on a problem. So we are going to solve two problems, reciprocating engine mechanism at saka or this is our slider crank mechanism at saka yung ating 4-bar linkage. Okay, so wait lang. Okay, so let's continue. So this will be our problem number 1. So a slider crank, the crank of a reciprocating engine is rotating at 210 RPM. The length of the crank and the connecting rod is 20 centimeter and 10 centimeter, and 100 centimeter respectively. So we are going to find what is the velocity at point A, or this is the velocity of the piston. So we are going to get the velocity sa point na ito sa ating slider, because that is our piston when the turn through the angle of 40 horizontal. Okay, so when we have this problem, paano ba natin sisimulan ito? So yung aking nalagay lang dito na figure is iba. So we're going to have another illustration here. Okay, so first we are going to represent the problem graphically. So we are going to have the initial illustration. So this will not be our final illustration dahil isosolve pa natin what will be the values na kailangan natin. Tapos, we have the connecting rod going to the slider. At we have ito yung kanyang distance. So this distance of this point and this point. So ito yon. So sabi sa given natin, yung ating crank daw ay 20 centimeter. So this is 20. This is 20 centimeter. Tapos yung atin daw connecting rod ay 100 centimeter. So this is 100 centimeter. We are also given nung ating angle So sabi dyan, find the velocity at point A when the crank has turned 45 degrees with the horizontal. So this is 45 degrees. At this point, hahanapin natin what is the velocity of the point A or this point, which is the piston. Okay, so our first step ay we are going, okay, so in instantaneous center of rotation method, we are going to have the combination ng analytical and graphical method para makuha natin yung kanyang velocity. So gagamit pa rin tayo ng ating mga graphical tools like ruler and protractor. Okay, so the first step ay alamin natin ah, yung mga nawawalang values dito. So dito, para mas madali natin siyang may drawing, hanapin na lang natin what will be this side. Okay, so let's say this is point A. Ito yung hahanapin natin. This is point B and this is point O. Since this is fixed yung ating point O. Okay, so ano ang magiging length ng ating link AO? So ano ang magiging value ng side na ito? So what can we use? Anong method ang gagamitin natin? Given na meron tayong 45 degrees dito, given yung ating 20 cm, 100 cm, so paano natin kukunin itong side na ito?
Sine law po.
Sine law? Pwede ba natin gamitin ang sine law dito? Pwede. Kasi we are going to get yung angle na ito, tama? Using sine law. Pagka ginamit natin ay sine law dito, we are going to have sine A over 20 is equals to sine 45 over 100. Para makuha itong A, then we are going to get yung ating angle B using that para makuha itong side na ito. So, dalawang process pa yung gagamitin natin. So, para mas madali, pwede din naman yun if mas comfortable kayo sa sine law. But also, we can use yung ating cosine law para mas madali nating makuha. So, paano na natin gagamitin yung ating cosine law? If we have this angle, ang laging nasa left side ng cosine law ay yung katapat niya na side. So, we have 100 centimeter. 100 na lang, mamaya na yung unit. 100 squared is equals to the sum of the squares ng other two sides. So, we have 20 squared plus AO squared minus 2 times 20 times AO sine 45. Okay, so you can use shift solve para makuha ano yung length ng ating link AO. So what will be the answer? Paki-compute, tas kung may sagot na kayo, you can say it on the mic o pwedeng i-chat nyo na lang dito sa ating chat box. Ay, wala pa ba nakakakuha?
Negative 84.85281374 po ba, sir?
Negative ba? Try mo, since shift solve yan, mag-input kayo ng positive value. Wala ba nagsosolve?
Negative pa rin po sir sa akin.
Ano muna. Siguro i-clear mo muna yung data ng calcu. Tama ba? So that will be 100 squared equals 20 squared plus the missing term. So x squared minus 2 times 20 times x cosine 45. Kasi ang lumalabas sa akin is 113.137085. So how about the others? May nag-chat ng 109.05.
Negative din po sa akin, sir.
Okay, so pag nagne-negative yung values nyo, ibig sabihin, kasi that is squared, dalawa yung roots niyan. So para mag-positive yan, shift solve tapos yung mag-input kayo ng value na positive. For example, 50, ganun. Shift solve tapos solve, malalabas sa screen nyo yung solve for x, i-type nyo yung 50.
Yun po,
That's
Sir, ano pong pag-type niyo? Parang ganito lang pong pagkakasulat po sir. Iba po kasi ang sagot ang nalabas sa akin.
okay, sige. Try natin nga sa ating calcu dito. Wait. Wait lang. Hindi ko lang ma-open yung calcu ko sa desktop. Okay. So, ang pagkaka-type niyan is dire-diretso lang. 100 squared equals 20 squared plus x squared minus 2 times 20 times x cosine 45. So, pakitry na lang din ulit. Pero since may mga nag-chat dito, same naman yung nakuha. We have 113.137085. So, I think nakukuha naman yung ating value. How about the others? Pareho ba? Hindi pa din ba nakuha?
Okay na po sir. Input
Okay na.
nga lang po ng positive value.
So, always remember that kapag mag-shift solve kayo, tapos yung ating missing term ay may squared. Kasi ibig sabihin nun, meron tayong two values for x.
Sir, ano po yun? Kahit ano po, basta po positive value. Kunwari po, pwede pong 1 lang.
I-try nyo din, pero ang nangyayari kasi sa calcu, since may iteration yan, yung in-input mo na value, dun siya magsisimulang maghanap ng value ng x. So kapag pagka positive yung in-input mo, so ang hahanapin niyang value ay yung nasa side ng positive. So i-try mo din kung kaya ng 1.
Iba po sir pag 1 lang.
Okay, so kailangan mas mataas na value yung ilalagay mo.
Noted po sir. Thank you po.
Okay, or kung kaya naman, stay pa din na magkakaproblema kayo dun sa ating pag-shift solve. ang gawin nyo na lang ay pwede kayong mag-sign law na lang. There's always alternative naman kapag hindi nyo nakuha kasi madami naman tayong pinag-aralan na laws, kayo na ang bahalang mag-isip kung ano yung dapat gamitin pagka ganong mga case. Okay, so we have length ng AO natin is 113.137085 centimeter. Ngayon, we are going to have we are going muna to locate ano ba yung hinahanap nating velocity dito. Okay, so sabi sa ating problem, ang kukunin natin is velocity of the point A. So dito tayo sa point A na ito. Tapos, ang given natin is 210 RPM. So that is the speed ng ating crank. So ito daw, crank natin ay may speed na 210 RPM. So kapag ka ito ay umikot ng pagganitong going to the counterclockwise direction, so syempre itong A ay paganito yung movement. May hila siya, di ba? Yung kanyang movement, ang direction ng kanyang velocity is going to the left. Ngayon, we can have the velocity dito sa ating point B. Bakit tayo magkakameron ng velocity sa point B? Magkaka-velocity tayo sa point B dahil itong speed ng crank na ito ang given natin. So ngayon, how can we provide a relationship between our point B and point A? Yung dalawang velocity natin. So the solution ay hahanapin natin yung ating instantaneous center of rotation involving our joint B and A. So we are going to extend yung ating point B, which is perpendicular to the direction ng ating velocity. So always remember that is always perpendicular. At itong direction naman ng ating velocity ng point A ay i-extend din natin. So we have discussed that nung Monday. This is a slider, di ba? So ang kanyang instantaneous center ay perpendicular, so vertical line yan. Since flat surface naman. Okay, so we are going to extend this and we will have this point. Let's say this is point O. Pero, kailangan natin ngayon yung value nitong side na ito at ng side na ito. So, dyan napapasok yung paggamit natin ng graphical method. So, we can also have analytical methods, pero let's try muna yung ating graphical method. So, I will be opening muna yung aking AutoCAD. But on your end, you're going to have ruler and protractor para mas madali siyang i-drawing at i-measure. So, kayo na din ang bahalang gumamit ng scale, kung anong scale ang dapat dapat given yung ating available na papel. Okay, so i-graph muna natin yung ating given dito. So sabi dyan kanina, we have the crank na naka 45 degrees. 45 degrees daw. Tapos the length is 20 centimeter. Tapos, ang sabi pa, ang length na nakompute natin dito is 113.137085. At kapag i-connect natin dito, so kung makikita nyo, yung value natin is 100.1. So almost exact na yan since hindi naman talaga sobrang exact ang makukuha natin kapag we have the graphical method. Okay. So ngayon, i-extend natin yung ating graph.
Excuse me, sir. Parang wala pong
Wala ba naka-present? Sorry. Okay, so nakikita na ba? Nakikita na naman, may naka-present.
May naka-present po sir, pero wala pong nakikita sir.
Wala po nakikita, sir.
Wala po, sir.
Wait lang. Wala pa din ba? Hindi pa din kita yung screen ng AutoCAD.
wala po, sir.
Wala pa rin po sir.
Bakit kaya? May na ba internet? How about now? Nakikita na ba?
Wala pa rin po sa akin sir.
Sige. Dagnan muna natin tong... Okay, so balik muna tayo dun sa ating presentation. Pero ito, nakikita nyo naman.
Yes po.
Yes po sir, kita.
Okay. So, ang ginawa ko lang naman dun sa ating AutoCAD, we are going to get yung ating value nitong dalawang side na ito. Okay, so i-confirm ko lang kung tama yung makukuha ko. So, kapag in-extend ko yung ating line B, so this is point D. Kasi ito nga palang O natin. Okay? So, using yung ating graphical method or pag dinrawing natin siya, makukuha natin ay for the BD, we can get 139. 139.3504. 139.3504 centimeter. Tapos itong isa naman, AD will be 112.2165. Okay, so these values ay makukuha sa ating graphical method. Pero actually, pwede natin siya makuha analytically kasi 'di ba meron tayong angle na ito. Tapos kukunin natin yung angle nito. Tapos we have this side and this angle. Tapos ito perpendicular din dito. May angle na. So, pero since ang nasimulan ko na din kasing ituro is yung graphical method. So, next time na lang natin gawin yung ating analytical method dito. Okay, so using AutoCAD or yung ating graphical method, makukuha natin ngayon itong dalawang values na ito. Okay, so what will be our next step? We are going to identify ngayon itong ating velocity at B. Okay, so kanina, we have discussed yung ating formula of velocity. So sabi natin, velocity is equals to the angular velocity times the radius or the length ng ating link. Okay, so if we have if we are going to solve for the velocity at point P dito, so para makuha natin yung value nun, we're going to use itong ating link na ito or our crank. Okay. So we have the angular velocity at BO times the length. So our R here is the length of BO times BO. Okay, so what will be our value for the angular velocity of BO? So ito, we're going to use naman yung isa nating formula which is 2 pi n. So we have 2 pi times our speed na 210 revolution per minute. So let's just use per second. So we are going to convert minutes to seconds. So 1 minute ay 60 seconds. So cancel yung minute. Kaya ang matitira ay revolution per or rad per seconds na lang. Okay, so what will be the value of our angular velocity at BO? Compute what will be the value of our angular velocity. That's 2 pi times 210 divide 60. Okay, so we have 21 point 21.99114853. So this is in rad per seconds. Okay, so ngayon makukuha na natin what is the value of the velocity at point B. Wait lang natin, medyo matagal mag-reflect sa screen yung mga nasulat ko. Okay. So we have 21.99114853 rad per second. So this is 5 times our length of BO. So that is 20 centimeter. So gamitin na lang natin is meter per second since yun naman din ang madalas gamitin, meters. So we are going to convert centimeter to meters. 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So cancel yung ating centimeter. Now what will be the value of our velocity at point B? This is 21. Okay, so parang pare-pareho naman kayo na nakukuha. We have 4 point 4.39 398 229 meter per seconds. So we already have the value for our velocity at point B. So ngayon, kunin naman natin yung ating angular velocity of the link BA kapag ka naman i-consider natin yung ating angular velocity at BA. Okay, so kung kanina we have used yung ating crank, ngayon naman gagamitin natin yung ating connecting rod. So we all know then that VB is also equals to the angular velocity of AB or angular velocity nitong link na ito times our length ng BD. So we are always considering yung line perpendicular sa ating direction ng velocity. So in this case, if we are going to use this side, ang gagamitin natin, since nandito yung ating direction ng velocity, ang gagamitin natin na radius ay itong ating side na ito. Since this is the side perpendicular with VB. Okay, so with that, we can say that our angular velocity of AB is equals to VB over BD. So this is 4.398229715 meter per second over our BD, which is 139.3504. Centimeter. Okay, so this will be our equation 1. So tagalin muna natin yung ating values. So this is one equation muna. So ngayon, pwede rin natin gamitin yung ating velocity A sa ating angular velocity AB, di ba? Since A is at the point of this side. Or pwede na pala yun. Wait lang. Sige nga, kunin muna natin ang value nito. What will be the value of our angular velocity AB? So ito, i-convert muna natin sa meters. So 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So cancel yung centimeter. So what will be the value of our angular velocity AB? So, ayan, parang pare-pareho naman yung nagsasend. So, our value will be 3.156,237,596. So, this is a rad per seconds. Okay. So, ngayon, makukuha na natin yung ating velocity at point A. Kasi, velocity at point A will be equals sa ating angular velocity of AB. So if you're considering this side, so ang ating gagamiting radius is the line perpendicular with the direction of motion of velocity. So itong side na ito ang ating gagamitin. So ang R natin will be AD. So since meron na tayong value of angular velocity AB, which is 3.156,237,596 rad per seconds times the value ng ating AD is 112.2165 centimeters. So let's convert this to meters. So 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So cancel. Our velocity A will be, so what will be our final answer for the velocity at point A? Okay, so yan na. Nakuha na natin. We have 3.541819362 meter per second. So this will be our value of the velocity at point A given that the crank has turned through the angle of 45 degrees. So ito na yung ating value ng velocity A. Okay, so nagets ba kung paano natin nakuha yung ating sagot? So, importante naman dito, you have guessed, nakuha nyo yung ating concepts na kailangan. So, you can use this process, pero sabi ko nga, we have different process na pwedeng gamitin. So, that will give naman the same answer. So, magkakaiba lang yan since hindi naman tayo pare-pareho na nakukuha sa graphical method since it depends to the accuracy ng ating measuring tools. Okay, but in this case, we have got our velocity at point A. What important is you get the concept kung paano siya nakukuha. Okay, so nakuha itong ating unang example. Do you have any questions? May part ba na nalito?
Nakasunod naman po.
Okay, so let's proceed sa ating next example. We have the sample problem 2. This is a 4-bar linkage naman. So the figure shows, so hindi ko pala naisama dito yung figure. So we will just make an illustration about it. So the figure shows a pin-jointed 4-bar linkage having the following dimensions. So we have the fixed link AD, the driver link AB, and the driven link CD, connecting link natin is BC, tapos binigay yung ating angle BAD, at saka yung ating speed. So, ang hahanapin natin ay yung ating angular velocity of link CD at yung angular velocity of link BC. Okay, so again, we are going first to illustrate yung ating given. So, sabi dyan, we have the fixed link AD. So we have the fixed link. We have the fixed link AD, which is 4 meter. Tapos, we have the driving link, or this is the crank, 1.5 meter. So this is AB, 1.5 meters. Tapos, we have CD, the driven link na 2.5. So this is CD, 2.5 meters. And we have BC, 3 meters. Tapos, we have the angle BAD na 60 degrees. Tapos, binigyan tayo ng speed. Sabi dyan, meron tayong 25 RPM at point AB. So ito, this have 25 RPM. So ngayon, ang kukunin natin is the angular velocity at link CD. So this side, at saka sa BC. Okay, so let's continue. May inasikasal ako dito. Okay, so sorry for that. So since we have given our angular velocity at we have given the speed at the crank or at AB, so makukuha natin yung angular velocity dyan. So automatic, makukuha natin yung ating velocity at P, at point B. Ngayon, para makuha natin itong velocity naman, or angular velocity at CD and BC, kailangan nating magkameron ng connection dun sa dalawang velocity na yan. Okay, so kung makikita natin, when this moves in this direction, so di ba yung point C, mga nandito yung direction ng velocity. So, pag tinaas to, itong B na to, so ang tendency naman itong C is going down. So that will, nasa atin na yun kung paano natin siya i-identify. Okay, so using our concepts of instantaneous center ulit, we are going to draw perpendicular lines sa direction ng ating velocity. So we are going to extend line perpendicular to velocity A, velocity B, and line perpendicular to velocity C. So that point, or that will be our instantaneous center. So let's say this is point O. Okay. So ngayon, we can use yung graphical method na lang para makuha natin yung length nitong ating dalawang side na ito. Okay, so hindi ko na din ipapakita kung paano siya i-drawing sa AutoCAD kasi hindi siya nag-represent. Bale, when we use a graphical method naman, ang makukuha nating value for OBI, this point OV will be 4.48 and OC will be 2.74. So, the value depends on your way naman of graphical method. So, kapag ka naman pinresent nyo sa akin yung inyong design plate, with that, kaya ko naman siyang sukatin so that I can validate kung tama ba yung values na nilagay nyo sa inyong solution. So, kapag ka malayo yung values, ibig sabihin there's something wrong in your solution or there's something wrong in your drawing. Okay. So, ngayon, let's start analyzing ulit. So first, ang makukuha natin kasi is the velocity at B. So velocity at point B is equals to the angular velocity. So since ang given sa atin is this crank, so we are going to consider yung ating crank na yon. Okay, so that is the angular velocity at AB times our length. So ang R natin will be AB. So this will be equals to, solve muna natin yung ating angular velocity AB. So angular velocity AB will be equals to, ano ang formula natin? We have 2 pi n. Tama? So we have 2 pi, our n is 25 revolution per minute. So again, we are going to use per seconds. So 1 minute is 60 seconds. So cancel yung minute. So what will be the value of our angular velocity AB? Paki-compute nga. Okay, so pare-pareho naman kayo. We have 21, wait lang. We have 2.617993878 rad per second. Okay, so ngayon, makukuha na naman natin yung ating velocity at point B. So that will be 2.617993878 rad per second times our length ng EB na 1.5 meters. So what will be the value of our velocity B? Okay, so mukhang same naman. We have 3.926990817 meter per seconds. Okay, so with that, kaya na natin kunin yung value natin ng ating BC or the angular velocity at BC. Since we are solving for ang VB natin is also equals to the angular velocity at BC times our length, our radius. So again, that is the line perpendicular to the direction of the velocity. So we are going to use this line for our radius. So that is angular velocity BC times our length ng BO. So angular velocity BC will be equals to VB over BO. So that is 3.926990817 meter per second over the length ng BO natin is 4.48 meters. So what will be the value of our angular velocity VC? Okay, so mukhang pare-pareho naman yung sa nagsisend. How about the others? Same ba? Nag-solve ba yung iba? 0.876504502 rad per second. Okay, so that will be our angular velocity of link BC. Okay, so nakuha na natin yung isang nawawala. So may isa na lang tayong value na nawawala, which is our angular velocity at BC. Okay, ngayon, if we consider naman yung ating velocity at C, makukuha naman natin yung ating yung angular velocity at CD. Okay. So if we are going to have the equation, velocity at C is equals to angular velocity at BC over mali, times yon, times, so if we have this BC, ang kanyang line perpendicular with the direction of velocity C ay itong CO, di ba? So this is 2.74 meters. Okay, so pag wala muna tayo mag-values, let's put muna yung ating equation. Also, pwede rin nating sabihin that VC is equal to the angular velocity at CD, since this is also a point of line CD, times, we are going to consider the line perpendicular again to our direction. So itong line na ito, di ba? This is also perpendicular dito. So we have CD. Tapos, we can equate these two equations wherein the angular velocity BC times CO is equals to the angular velocity at CD times the value of CD. Okay, so we have the value of the angular velocity BC. We have the value for the length of CO. We have the value for the length of CD. At ang nawawalan natin is the angular velocity CD. So we can have the angular velocity CD is equals to angular velocity BC times CO over CD. So this is 0.876504,502. This is rad per second times yung ating CO. Ang value ng ating CO is 2.74 according to our graphical method. So this is, bye po, 2.74 centimeter. Meter na pala to. This is meter pala. Over our value ng CD, which is 2.5 meter. Okay, cancel. So we can now have the value of our angular velocity CD. So paki-compute what will be the value of our angular velocity CD. Yan. So meron na agad. We have 0.9607102534 rad per seconds. Okay, so naintindihan naman kung paano natin nakuha yung ating mga missing values in the angular velocity link CD and angular velocity link BC. Okay, so do you have any questions? May part ba na hindi malinaw? Okay, so ito talaga medyo nakakalito yung process. Pero when you practice it, i-master nyo kung paano siya sinosolve, madali nyo lang siyang magagawa. Okay naman, naintindihan lahat. So that will be ganyan yung gagawin nyo sa inyong design plate number 2. So you will have your design plate number 2 next week sa ating face-to-face meeting. I will be choosing na lang kung anong ibibigay ko sa inyo if I will give you a slider crank mechanism or yung ating 4-bar linkage. So this is a combination of graphical and analytical method para ma-apply nyo yung inyong mga natutunan in this lesson. Okay, so class rep, alam nga ulit kung ilan yung kukunin na A3 paper ng klase. So, yun namang mga nakuha nyo nung last time, pwede nyo naman gamitin yan. Kasi alam ko, medyo madami ata yung kinuha ng iba at hindi naman nagamit. So, you can still use that as long as okay pa naman or hindi pa naman siya masyadong gusot. Okay, so pakikolekta na lang ulit kung ilang peraso ang o-orderin natin since o-orderin ko pa din naman yung A3. Okay, so do you have other concerns? Yung palang attendance kanina. Ano yun, Ubina?
Sir, i-upload niyo po ba yung ginamit niyo pong file po ngayon sa GCR po? Para lang po sana magamit po as reference po pang review na rin.
Okay, so hindi nyo ba siya nakuna ng screenshot? Yung bang computations yung sinasabi mo?
Yes po, sir. Pati yan na rin po yung questions po kung pwede din.
Kasi yung iba is na-delete ko. Hindi ba kayo nakapag-note kaya yung iba? Or do you take a screenshot? Siguro I will be sending na lang yung... Kasi ang pangat din naman ang sulat ko dito. Okay, sige. Hindi ba na-screenshot? If may naka-screenshot, you can share that on your GCs. Meron ba? Okay, sige. I will just be uploading na lang yung... i-rewrite ko na lang yung ating solution so that I can upload it sa ating Google Classroom.
Sige po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, so do you still have other concerns? CS Guerra.
Ano na lang po sir, announce lang po. Bale, nagawa ako ng guys, nung plate number 2 na doon sa same pa din. Same na Google Sheet. Paki-enter na lang ulit dun sa number of papers ng inyo. Tapos kita niyo naman ulit dun yung amount na. Thank you.
Okay, so ito pala muna. May humabol ba sa attendance? We have Valdez. Nandito na ba si Valdez? Wala pa din. Si Manalo Cedric.
Sir, present po.
Wait lang. Palitan ko lang yung nakasulat dito. Gonzales, Charlene.
Sir, si Charlene po ay hindi po wala daw po silang internet, sir, na bagsakan daw po ng puno yung linya po.
Okay, sige. Si De La Peña. Nandito na. Okay. May hindi ba natawag for the attendance? Wala naman. Okay, so yung iba naman is may na daw internet. So, tell them that sila na yung mag-catch up ng ating naging lesson. Okay, so meron pa bang ibang concern? Kung wala na, you can leave them.
Thank you po.